In this video, I'm going to talk about how plants can play a role in your diet, in your journey to a leaner body, but only the right plants. So we often hear mixed messages about foods that are based around animal protein and foods that are based around plants, and what proportions should be in your diet and which ones should be included. And unfortunately, there's a continuous repetition of this idea that animal protein is bad, you should minimize it or cut it out from your diet. And this sexy term of plant-based being an all-encompassing term to suggest that only plants should be included in your diet, and that is the healthiest diet to have. So plants do play a role, but only the right plants and only in partnership with animal protein, because foods like red meat, chicken, fish and eggs will provide you the most nutrients that your body needs, not from plants, but plants do play a role. So I'm going to give you an example of two types of plants that do play a role in a diet, a healthy diet, and two types of plants that you want to minimize, and one type that you want to cut out completely. So two that you want to include are, the first one is non-starchy green vegetables, things like kale, spinach, broccoli, asparagus, these cruciferous vegetables. These are low in starch, they're relatively nutrient dense plants. They'll fill you up and you will not feel hungry after eating them. So therefore you're less likely to snack. Non-starchy, non-green vegetables, things like aubergine, mushrooms, onion, cabbage. Again, these are great things to include in your diet as well. They are not low in starch, they won't stimulate insulin, they have the best type of fiber and should be included in your diet. Eat plenty of these along with the green vegetables and along with the right level of animal protein as well. So what types of plants do you want to minimize? You want to minimize your starchy vegetables, things like potato, sweet potato, rice. Starch is basically sugar in chains. When it's digested, your body can't tell the difference. It stimulates insulin. It causes some inflammation in the gut. You want to minimize them. And you want to minimize grains as well. Grains also rich in carbohydrates. Also, they contain gluten, which is not digestible by your body, can cause a little bit of inflammation in the gut. And these foods are not evil foods. They're not bad foods. They're just not, there should be lower priority in your diet, not compared to animal protein, compared to the non-starchy vegetables. So you should minimize these in your diet, and you can get all your nutrients without having these, but we all include them in our diet, which is perfectly fine. They should just be a lower priority. And what type of plants or plant-based foods, in quotation marks, should you cut out completely? These are the fake processed plant-based foods. We're seeing them more frequently now on the supermarket shelves, in the fridge, in the freezer. Unfortunately, these are fake foods. They have the sexy label of plant-based. They unfortunately fool people into thinking they're healthy. If you look at the ingredients list, you'll find 30 ingredients. You'll find the meat alternatives such as Beyond Meat and others, bacon alternatives, burger alternatives, plant-based ready meals. Look at the ingredient list. You'll find 30 ingredients. You'll find processed oils in there which increase inflammation. So those are things you don't want to have at all. You're better off having more of the starchy vegetables, more of the rice and grains, than having anything that has a label on it and 30 ingredients in it. So let me know what you think. So plants do play a role, but on their own, that's not healthy because you don't have all the right nutrients in there, and then the wrong ones will increase insulin, increase stimulation, will not help you on your journey to a leaner and fitter body with a reduced risk of chronic disease, high levels of energy. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next video.